Hi everybody, today we're going to start working on a sunset picture, and this has lots of patterns and lines. Think about all the lines that we've been learning about in art. And so we can see that we have our land here, and then we have the sun going down behind the hills. And we have lots of lines and patterns, lots of different shapes that we're adding in to make our pictures more interesting. So this is how we're going to get started. We're going to use our pencil first. We're going to draw with a pencil, and we're going to start with our land. We're going to put some hills on our picture. We're going to think about, and you can do more than I'm doing, or you can do the same, or maybe just one big hill. That's your choice. And I'm drawing pretty hard with my pencil, but if we draw with ghost lines, really soft lines, look at my sun, I'm going to use a ghost line, really soft. See, it's harder to see that, isn't it? That way, if I didn't like it, I can erase it really easily and try again. I'm going to make that darker so you can see. So I have 3 hills, and I have my sun going down behind the hills, and I'm going to make some of the sun rays coming out. These are straight lines that I have just coming out from my sun. You notice in this picture I added some different kinds of lines, some wavy lines, and then some shorter lines too. You can get creative. Maybe I want to do some twirly swirly lines from my sun. I could do that even, because we are not trying to make this look like a real sunset. We are just having some fun with our lines and patterns. Sometimes artists make pictures that don't look real. They're just for fun. And you don't have to do those curly lines. You can make yours however you want. This one I put some curly swirlies inside too. I think I'm just going to put one big swirl in my sun. Like that. And then I can think of some other patterns in here, but I'm going to do that with oil pastel. Do you see how my lines are different colors? I'm going to get my oil pastels. And we know that we have to pull our sleeves up if we're using these, and we have to be careful if they drop on the floor, we're going to pick them up. So I'm going to trace right on top of my lines. I'm choosing to use green for my hills, but you are your own artist. You can decide. And if you get a little bit off, look, I didn't get right on my line. That's okay. I don't have to worry about that. And so I think now I'm going to choose some colors for my sun. I think I'm going to start with a red. That's kind of a nice warm color for a sun, isn't it? What other color might remind us of a sun? How about an orange? Do I see an orange? Oh, I do see an orange in here. Maybe my twirly swirly line will be orange. And it's okay if my pencil still shows. If I get a little bit off, that's okay. I think I'm going to get my orange to do these too. And I'm pushing kind of hard because we're going to be coloring in our background spaces with some paint on another day. This is one of our projects that will take us longer than one day. We know that sometimes artists are patient and they don't do everything. They don't do the whole picture in one day. And do you see how my pencil lines are there? They still show, but I'm just kind of not getting perfectly on top of them. That's okay. All right, and I think I'm going to put some yellow in here too. I'm just going to put some little circles just to add something else in there. So how about our hills? They're kind of boring now, aren't they? Do we see on this one all those cool patterns and things? Let's add some of those in. And I'm going to use all different colors that I just feel like I want to use. Here's a nice, bright, purpley color, and I'm going to just put some circles. We know how to draw circles. I'm going to think of a different shape for this hill and a different color. I think here is a blue. I think I'm going to use this dark blue, and I'm going to make some triangles. We know triangles have 1, 2, 3 sides. So I am going to put triangles in here. And I have one more hill that I want to put some things in. What do you think? What should I put? I think I'm going to put some of those little kind of like a snowflake shape. And I can't decide what color. I think I'll choose this light green. You can see how dirty this is. That's just because all the oil pastels have bumped into each other inside of our container. That's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to do that. Remember how we did an X and then we put lines through it? That's kind of a nice design, isn't it? So I'm going to add some of those in. You might think of something different, because I know you all have a great imagination. All right. Should I add anything else, or do you think that's good enough? I know it looks very messy right now because oil pastels are so smeary, but that's okay. When we add our paint, it's going to be better. I think, actually, I see so much space here. I think I'll put some more circles with my pink to fill in some of those spaces. There we go. And that's where we're going to stop for today. I'm not coloring in all my blank spaces. I just have lines on this picture right now. And I'm going to save it for the next day.